Hello, welcome back. So yesterday I released a new song, Jessica Only Child, which I'll play right now. Go check the song out and you could come back here, or you could get the whole breakdown and then go listen to the song. Either which way, please listen to my song. I need the streams. Let's break down this beat. I started with this sample right here. So that sample is from Parasite, and then I did the Jessica, we don't die, Jessica, we don't die, which is Jessica Only Child, I believe. I don't know Korean. And that's the main part that I loop throughout the entire song. And then let's start with the guitar. The guitar comes in R&B type chords, kind of sunny. And then I move on to the bass, which is pretty much just the root note of the chords with like some extra little flourishes I add in there. And then the piano, as I labeled it, sounds like this, which I don't really feel like playing, so I'm just gonna show you the MIDI of it. That's the MIDI. Once I finish that, I figured it's a lo-fi song. I don't need much more than that. So after that, I went to the drums. I switched up the drum pattern on the second half of the song. So the first half goes like this. I layered a rim hit and a snare together, a hi-hat and a kick. Three of these are from the Swum kit. So if you don't have the Swum kit and you're a hip-hop or lo-fi hip-hop producer, get the Swum kit off of Splice. I'm not sponsored or anything, nor will I probably ever be sponsored by Splice. Yeah, but Kick 41 is the one I normally go to. And as you're gonna learn on this channel, I'm not gonna be one of those producers that are secretive about the stuff I use. I will show you every single thing that I use. I will show you the notes, I'll show you the BPM, I'll show you everything. I don't care. We got these hi-hats, which these hi-hats are actually my hi-hats. I made them either senior year or junior year of high school. I was in like a music club or something. I went and recorded some random instruments in the band room, and this hi-hat still sounds great to this day, and I use it on most of my tracks. Then I have that. Oh, and I forgot to mention the piano I used, which you're gonna realize I use this on like all my songs. It's just the stock piano on Ableton. I didn't even throw any effects on here. And then the last thing, which is the coolest part of the song, is this sound right here that I labeled doorbell. Yeah, so that sounds crazy, right? So pretty much what I did there, Jessica Only Child sample that the whole song is based off of, there's this part in it where she rings the doorbell. So that, on sustain mode, I put it on this, which is like back and forth, it's constantly repeating. And then on the sampler, I tuned everything to C, and then I just played these notes. Then I put a auto pan, so it sounded really cool and like it like bounces and annoys you. I put the same thing minus the auto pan on the left and the right. The actress that played Jessica in the movie, she was doing an interview and she was pretty much saying how much like the movie was amazing and how like she didn't feel like right when she wasn't reading the script, and the script really inspired her. I thought it was a really cool thing that she said, so I was just like, you know what, let me just add it right here.
그 속도감에 굉장히 많이 놀랐었거든요. 시나리오를 다 읽고 정말 엔딩 부분에서 너무나 먹먹해서 한동안 굉장히 멍했었고.
So it's pretty much like the build-up. So she's like kind of talking, and the main sample, the Jessica We Don't Die, is not in there. She's just kind of talking. break down the mixing and mastering real quick. So usually what I do is that a lot of the times, a lot of my samples are a little bit too loud. I first make sure everything's at a good volume. And then if the master is like turning red, it's going over 0 and stuff like that. So usually my rule of thumb is if something's too loud, I do -4. If it's just slightly too loud, then -2. And then same thing for going up. And then as far as mastering is concerned, I put vinyl distortion on it to make it very lo-fi. And then I put a saturator to make it sound a little more warm, give it a little boost in volume, do a compressor. I put 2 limiters on it actually, which is Ozone 8, which I don't know if it's still free, but it was free when I got it, and it's like the best thing to master with. I used the equalizer, I raised a little bit of like the kick to like the low parts of the bass range, and then I dipped out a little bit of the middle and then raised a little bit of the high. I went to IRC2, put on true peak, kept the ceiling at 0, and then put this threshold to -5. So I did that, and then I felt like it wasn't loud enough still, so I threw another one on there. I felt like the kick was a little overblown. From the first limiter, lowered it a little bit, and then I again dipped out a little bit of the mid. The mids, I don't like mids. I on a lot of my mixes, it's a lot of low and a lot of high. I don't really like a lot of mids. Like a lot of my music gets muddy very fast, and my older music was like just straight mud. So I just don't let that happen anymore. The threshold is a little high, I guess a little lower at -3.1. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. That's all I really have to offer at this point about this song. Please go stream it on all streaming platforms. I'll put it in the description below. And I hope y'all have a good one.